So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into our last bit of settings for VR in Assetto Corsa, 120 Hertz. I'm gonna go through our settings in Content Manager as well as in the Quest app. I will share my presets for you in Assetto Corsa, as well as sharing some examples on how all this impacts, including no Hesi. Let's get to it. I'm already in my Quest link, the 120 Hertz setting right here. I'm at 3200 by 1632 is a baseline. If you need a little bit more headroom, you can drop to the one underneath it. Let's go into our debug. Let's take this down to disabled. If you need to go higher and you have the capabilities to do that, try 800. I think for more stability, you might find 400 to 500 might be a little bit better. There might be other games where you can get away with 250 to 350. It really depends on your system and its capabilities. Once we have those settings set, we can go ahead and quit, and then we can bring up Content Manager. I have presets which I will provide to you in description, and we're going to have a video where we go through all of these just to really get a good understanding of what impacts the game that you're playing. Let's go run through a couple just to make sure we got what we need. I like to play at my native res. It'll keep my scale for the UI just the way I like it, and I'm just gonna make sure I, get that baked in. I like my mirrors right in the middle here, and what I'm going to do is we're going to start here just to make sure that this is a real baseline and that we are going to pull exactly what we're going to pull. We can come back and see if we get a little bit of room to do this. 8x I like to keep for some visual clarity. As you can see, I took glare off, sun rays, heat shimmerings off. Okay, so in this, I'm using the newest Patreon version of CSP, so there might be some differences in yours, in your settings menu, but for the most part, I like to keep my optimizations pretty similar. As you can see across the board in all these videos, they'll be pretty similar. Extra effects, I keep that off, no effect in VR. Graphics adjustment, I have this at custom. Pixel density is 60, which is a little bit below balanced. The sharpness at auto. My LODs are about the same. They're default from the last one. I'm using the EVGA method, but I think we can do just fine with the FXA 3.11. I think it looks a little bit better too. But you have a fallback just in case, because we are going to use that EVGA for the weather script, as you'll see. Grass effects, let's drop this. There's no reason why that needs to be there. I might even go back into the 90 Hertz and put it on high. Lighting effects, keep it dynamic. Rain effects, we're gonna keep those at medium. Reflections, we keep it at the recommended. Weather effects, this is the one time I'm checking this one off, just to make sure that our, the times that we drop into weather situations, we're still pulling our smoothness. We're still having a good time. Because weather is where you really get to see things. And that's pretty much what I'm keeping this to for this video. And then we're really gonna have a deep dive and really go through this. So let's pick a car. Let's pick one of the no Hesi cars. Let's see what happens. Not put it on my journey. I'm having a low-key issue with my pedals, my Thrustmaster pedals. So, yeah, moment. But, oh wow, car is stalled, engine is too damaged to start. That actually got it. And let's mitigate that problem real quick.
5 minutes later.
horrible example. Literally, yeah, I'm probably driving that wrong. But let's try another car real quick. Let's see. We'll get a drifty mid pond. Man, these cars, man, I swear. Sometimes you hop in and you become the headless horseman. Ain't no joke right here. What we're gonna do real quick is, I like this app. This is a lifesaver. When you think that car's broken or something, you can just kind of just get on in there real quick and readjust your head. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, and we're gonna, yep, okay. So, as you can see, another 119, 118. Just a little test right there, and I know what you guys want to see. I know you want to see how no Hesi's gonna react. I know that's what you want to see. Let's see it. Let's find a thing to Hesi upon. This is kind of what I was talking about on the other video, where I'm setting a higher cap for performance settings, because if you can't pull all those frames, at the very least, you can still be smooth and pull some of the frames, as long as you can pull them. Here's another thing that I wanted to try out and see exactly how this would go. VR tweaks. And let's take this off. Single pass stereo was something I was using to kind of reduce my load on these settings. Yes, we will deep dive into more settings. I really wanted to give you guys a nice place to start. I know a lot of people are frustrated with trying to set these things up, and there's really not a lot of knowledge base on here. I mean, I'm piecing a lot of this together, but I've spent lots of time on my own mixing and matching with a lot of trial and error and lots of research behind it. And you know, it's up my alley since I work within AV. I'm seeing a lot of disciplines that I'm like, okay, I'm learning more about this, which helps me with X, Y, and Z. So I'm gonna keep doing these deep dives because it is helpful, and I think the community needs people who will do things like this. There's so many other gaming community little pockets for certain games that have such a wide range of people who are knowledgeable and ready to go with it. And there are definitely those people here. This is no different. But because of how wide and vast everything is, I mean, there's just so much that you can put into this game. You'll get a wide range of results, and it's very hard to just pin something down and be like, okay, I'm gonna go enjoy the game and not worry about this anymore. You're always gonna be worrying about settings. There's always gonna be something new to try and work with, or you know, understand better, and it just keeps on growing on itself. So don't get discouraged. We're here to try new things, and I hope that this has been a helpful video. Please let me know if it has. I wanted to start this page off with a nice 3-pack of informational videos specifically about VR, so at least we can kick off the right way, and you know, we can at least start asking the right questions and lead into new content and new videos based on that, and see exactly where it goes. Assetto Corsa Evo is coming out really soon. By the time I post this video, I'm sure it'll already be out, but I'm about like 12 hours away at this point recording this video. So I definitely want to plan a video with my first impressions, because apparently there is VR support for that, and want to see exactly what that base game feels like before the modders get to it. And you know, can't wait to see exactly what modders will do with that, if they even have that opportunity. We hope so. You know, Kunos is smart and understands their product and their customer. Of course, they're gonna open up the floodgates for those guys real soon. So yeah, until then, enjoy. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the above. Let's start the discourse. Let's really talk in these comments. Let's, you know, feel free to hit me up on my Lucy's page on IG. I share little highlight clips and random little stuff there. This is really the main page where I want to take seriously in terms of the information that we have to give. It'll be longer form, and that is the end of our VR tutorial. So that concludes our basic settings series for VR in Assetto Corsa. Now you have performance, balance, and quality presets for your gameplay that you can choose from. I'm going to go into another video probably a little later on the rest of Content Manager, just to wrap up and get a little bit more of a understanding point to these settings. I'd like to be a little bit more active here and being on a bit more of a regular recording basis. So until then, enjoy the journey, guys. This is Lucy's World.